Hello, everyone. It's 4 o'clock. It's the 20th, is it? No, yeah, 20th of July, 2021. And I've been since, let me see which day now. I was way back to somewhere in April or something with this timeline. 14th of the 4th. And this is a strange thing going on with PayPal and my bank, Barclays. I queried some payments because it came up as a direct debit came up as a direct debit, and I hadn't set any direct debits up via PayPal, so I was kind of confused about this. Now it looks like it transpires just the way they report it. They say it's direct debit. So anyway, I queried these because I presumed that I said, well, I didn't set these up, and they said, so they queried it with PayPal, who said that yes, I did set the direct debit up. Okay, this is some strange thing that goes back to 2018, where I was sent a payment by a chap called Mr. Jason Fox, and that was from some work I was doing for Ski TV. And normally, you just get paid by an invoice or something, transferred to your account. But because whoever was holding the money, he was overseas. I hope this makes sense. And then, anyway, so I said to them, I'd managed to trace stuff back and everything. I said, it just seems to me that, I didn't authorize these. Anyway, so the bank, Barclays, very kindly refunded me the money. And then they took it up with PayPal. And PayPal said that, yes, I had signed I had authorized it by this nominal payment of £1, 1p or something like that. Anyway, and then I said, well, no, I didn't authorise it, so why is it happening? But then I managed to cancel it 21st of the 5th. In that time, so on the 14th of the 4th, there was 120 coming out. 21st of the 4th was a 200. And then on the 6th of the 5th, a payment for 262. Anyway, so the bank, then they took it back out again. And I said, okay, well, that's fair enough. I said, but look, I still don't understand what these payments, I never set any direct debits up through PayPal. I mean, why would I? Why would I be paying JPMorgan Chase in America? Anyway, so this is backwards and forwards. And I spoke with PayPal. PayPal have been actually very, very good. I'm going to log in now. And they had sent me a very polite letter. Even though they were supposed to, yes, I know, yeah, you can send that, yes. They were supposed to send me an email with the file explaining what we had discovered with regards to these strange payments. Anyway, so in the meantime, I've been into the bank 3 times. I've been on the phone for them countless times, and they've passed me from one department to another. They said, oh, we don't deal with that in this department. And then to the next one, and they make me do a security check. This happened the other day 5 times, okay? And I just said to them, do you not, when you pass on a call, do you not say, I've already security checked? They said, oh, and they were like, no, we just got this really random call. And we were like, so how can we help you? So you go through this all again, security check, and then they said, oh, we don't deal with that. Okay, could you please find me somebody department that does, maybe that would really be quite handy, if you don't mind. So anyway, countless round and round and round in circles. And then I finally get to one chap, and he's actually been very helpful, I got to say, bless him. Somebody there with a brain. And he was confused by the whole issue. And I was confused. Everyone was a little bit confused. The only people that seemed to have the answer was PayPal, because apparently this happens quite a lot. Sometimes when they're actually regular payments, which I had made genuine payments to some of my team, it comes up as a direct debit with this strange code, this number. And I was like, well, that's a PayPal International. What the hell is that? And it just seemed to me something strange, because it only ever happened when this chap, Jason Fox, had paid me. I don't know if this makes sense to anyone. I'm trying to make sense of it. But anyway, I'll play this afterwards, and I'll play it to somebody separate, and let's see if they make sense to them. Anyway, so Barclays said to me, that yes, I did authorised those payments. So the money that they had refunded me, they took it back. And I said, okay, that's fair enough. But there's something still not right here. Anyway, so I wish I could find that original letter. It's actually really boring. So anyway, so I spoke to this chap again, and he said, I'm going to look into everything for you. Okay. And I went through it very slowly, very carefully. And I said, let me get back to you. So this was would have been the week before. And then I managed to speak with PayPal on Friday, but it was too late then to call him. So in the meantime, whatever day that was, I received a letter from, I'm not going to say his name, but he is from the Direct Relationship Support Manager at Barclays. This is a letter, I'll read this to you. Apparently this makes sense. I mean, if this makes sense to anybody, please help me, yeah? Shoot me, come and shoot me, done. Dear Miss Bridge, your complaint. Thank you for the time you've taken to contact us about your complaint. This letter explains the investigation I've completed. They thank me for taking the time. It's very kind of them. It's taken up massive amounts of my time and given me a whole lot of stress. Okay. In summary, your complaint is in regard to the bank's decision not to uphold a direct debit indemnity claim and the associated account servicing experienced. Our decision. Firstly, please accept my apologies for having to raise this complaint with the bank. That's his job. As part of the complaint investigation, I have reviewed the business account and the associated notepads and correspondence to understand your customer journey and interaction with the bank. My customer journey? As a complaint manager, it is my role to ensure that bank process have been followed in regard to account servicing and that due diligence has been applied at all points. I can evidence your direct debit indemnity claim was investigated in line with bank process and that supporting evidence was received from the beneficiary PayPal confirming a unique payment reference. As explained in correspondence of X amount of numbers, this payment reference is used to authorise the direct debit instruction with the originator. I had told them I had not authorised a direct debit. The direct debit in question is confirmed as being initiated via Ordis with the instruction being transferred electronically. I did manage to go right through of the whole thing, and I did see a direct debit mandate that said this must be signed. I never signed it. Okay, 2018, I think, as far as I know, you had to sign direct debit mandates. I mean, or if, you set them up. I mean, now I have set up some direct debit on my account, for my utilities and my alarm insurance and phone, internet, but they're very hot on make sure that it was me. Okay, so this random one that's come from PayPal that I've never, the fact that I never had any direct debits in my account at that time, would you think would have flagged something? But obviously not. The direct debit in question is confirmed. Okay, so we've got that. In line with the bank's obligations with the direct debit guarantee, as required, we have then cancelled the claim and remediated funds. Well, I know that because he already told me that before. That was ages ago. I got that letter from them. I think it was 11th of May. Something, whatever. As also stated in the correspondence, if you still consider that you are entitled to a refund, please contact the originator of the direct debits payments directly. The bank understand that we are all experiencing challenging times and respect your right to question any account servicing remediation. In relation to account servicing, the bank's telephony servicing team should always look to warm transfer customers to other areas of the bank. This is to ensure you get the best service available. All colleagues recognise the value of this process, providing the detailed information a colleague understands and the benefit of completed IDV. However, a warm handoff is a best endeavours process. This is because, on occasions, the time frame involved compromises the colleague's ability to service core role responsibilities. engaging inbound calls if telephony. On these occasions, the customer will be informed of being placed into a wait queue for personal interaction with the engaging team. As colleagues, we have duty of care for all customers. This includes those trying to engage initially as well. Is anyone following this? Anyway, I can only apologise for any frustration caused in this regard. In relation to the complaint points raised, I find that no bank error is evident and that account servicing colleagues have applied integrity and due diligence. Unfortunately, in this case, I am not able to uphold your complaint. I understand this isn't the outcome you were looking for. I do hope this letter explains how I've considered the points you've made and answered these. Thank you for taking the time to let us know about your experience. If you are not happy, if I'm not happy now, you have the right to refer your complaint to the Financial Ombudsman Service free of charge. You must do this within 6 months of the date of this letter. If you do not refer your complaint in time, the Ombudsman will not have our permission to consider your complaint, and so will only be able to do so in very limited circumstances. Blah-de-blah. For example, if the Ombudsman believes that the delay was a result of exceptional circumstances, more information is available on their website. If there is anything else you need regarding this complaint, please call us on blah-de-blah-de-blah, and we will be happy to help you. If you want to find out more about how Barclays works to resolve complaints, please visit our website at blah, blah, blah. Yours sincerely, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I spoke with the chap who'd been looking after me, and I said to him, okay, I'm sorry, that's just a load of gobbledygook. What on earth is that about? And he said, it makes perfectly good sense to me. I read it, and I was like, really? It didn't even address anything in there. It's just waffle, flufferizing. I actually like that word. Waffle. Anyway, so what I had found out, and I explained to him yesterday, that, okay, so fair enough, they had cancelled, they said that I had authorised that direct debit, blah, 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 so the bank gave me the money and then they took it back out again. Anyway, but I said to him, the thing is, that money is still, it's not in my account. It's not in the accounts of the team members I sent it to. It was there at one point, but then the bank decided to raise they call it a pullback or something on my behalf when I hadn't asked them to do it, because I said those payments are legitimate. And so I said to PayPal, well, where's the money go back to? She said, well, the bank has to go back to the bank. Anyway, so I speak to my team members, one in Holland and one in Greece, and they said that the money had gone to their accounts, and then I had called a pullback on it, or whatever you call it, chargeback, pullback, I don't know. And so it put their PayPal accounts in deficit. And I said, well, okay, well, where's the money then? Money's not there. It's not in the PayPal account. There was a strange sum of £11. And so I went through everything with PayPal, and they were really, really, really good on Friday. So they're supposed to, I asked, can you put all this down into an email and send it to me so that I can send it now to the bank? They haven't done it yet. They did send me a letter in the system saying, we're sorry that you're not happy with the system. But I think what happens, you can see what happens. There's two separate bits of customer service, and they don't seem to talk to each other in any of these institutions as such. But I've got to say, PayPal were really, really good. So I said to her, well, okay, well, where's the money supposed to go? She goes, well, if your bank calls the money back, then it should be in your account. I said, okay, there's nothing there. So basically the money's in the netherworld, which is obviously some strange Barclays account that they like to do this to, because apparently this has happened to quite a few people. Anyway, and they keep saying, no, it's not us, it's not us, it's not us. And I explained to the chap, but look, the money is missing from my account. It's missing from their accounts. Where is it? And he said, PayPal have got it. I said, but you just said that if you call the charge back, then it goes directly to you. So if you're requesting the money, then you requesting it, you need to track where the money is. He said, but PayPal have got it. I said, PayPal don't have it. Why would they have it? Okay? So anyway, I get the information from my team member, and he says, look, he sends me the copy of the fact that I pulled the money back, X amount, how much it is on the day, and the same from my team member in Greece. Same thing. And they blocked her account, and then they ask her, say that she's up to fraudulent activity. From where? I don't know. This is very bizarre. Anyway, so after that yesterday, then I spoke with the chap again from Barclays. I was on the phone for 51 minutes, and he couldn't seem to understand that. He said, no, we've done nothing wrong. We've done nothing. Barclays have done nothing wrong. I said, it's basic finance. Can you not see that? Yeah. No, can't see it. Can't understand it. I said, it's really, really simple. Let me explain it to you. I guess it said, look, put it this way. Let's see, I have X amount of money and I make payments to these people. And then you decide that I asked you to query that and you took the money back for me. But where's the money? Still didn't get it. And I said, okay, I'm not going to speak to you anymore because unfortunately I had a lot of faith in you, but now your brain is gone. I have no idea what is done. So, interestingly enough, I receive a letter in this morning's post, and this was dated the 19th of July, so that was Saturday. Dear Miss Bridge, thank you for taking the time to get back in contact with us about your recent complaint. We are looking at the information you gave us, and we should be able to get back to you with our findings by the 11th of August 2021. I'm not sure what findings they're looking for. Maybe they've got to go and find whoever's back pocket that money's gone into. Because I've done it, it's really basic what's going on. It's not rocket science. Anyway, we want to assure you that we are dealing with your complaint as quickly as possible and will investigate all aspect fully. Should you have any immediate queries, please email and we will be happy to help you. Yours sincerely, blah, 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 customer service representative. Enclosed customer complaint leaflet. This chappie. Now, if you think that I'm going to go through these people, we can help you. How we can help you? I don't know. I've never tried to use them, so I don't know because I generally know when, having worked in a bank when I left school at 16, and I've worked with. I've had to manage accounts of a lot of my clients. You can imagine when you work on a yacht or as a private chef, you have to be very, very good. And I used to do the accounts for the boats before the euro in 4 different currencies sometimes in 1 month. And you have to balance everything properly. So, I'm not great, but, my father taught me, he was an accountant. That was my pocket money doing that. Anyway, so they still can't seem to find where it's gone. So that's where we are at now. And it's quite unbelievable, really, isn't it? But I've heard the same thing from other people. It's taken me 18 minutes to go through that. Maybe I'll go through this and edit it and make it a little shorter. But, we've got nothing else to do. It's about same as anyway. So, I have to now collate all this information and email it to the chap there. And I said, well, but why am I doing your work for you? You're my bank and you're supposed to provide customer services. It's taken them all that time, 3 letters, all that time since whenever, to say it's not their fault. And now it is. Now they're going, hang on a minute. Boo-boo, somebody was wrong. Somebody mucked around. And I said to them, listen, I've given you all the bloody information. I've given you all the routing numbers, the fact that this is possibly a scam because it's happened. I've seen it before. I lived in the States. I know these things go on. I gave them all the information. I sat down with them in the branch 3 times. And this is what they come back with. Customer service? I'm not quite sure. It's like a little game for them, isn't it? It's like a game of Monopoly, but they're all playing it from home. You can't get into the branches because of the COVID thing. They're not open. Or they are sometimes, but then nobody knows what they're doing. It's very interesting. Anyway, so that's the end. That's at 20 minutes there, so maybe we can edit that down. I'll fill you in on the next bit.